You're not going to find any bad medicals here. I mean, they probably find horrible medicals here.
Aren't you dying from fucking
I am.
some sort of plague? I think you're also not passing a fucking physical.
I'll tell you, I don't think you're going to pass it either. I'm pretty sure you absolutely screwed your knee playing basketball last year. And
that was my ankle.
Oh, your ankle,
2 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clear. I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good to go.
Are you?
I worked out.
Hold on. Are you?
I worked out 3 hours ago.
Are you Max Crosby clear?
I think I'm better. I might be better. I didn't just have fucking surgery however many months ago. Last month, 2 months ago, whatever it was. I'm good. I think I'm passing a physical before you are.
Unbelievable. Obviously,
they won't like what they see. They're not going to put me on the field. I will be in no pads, but I think I'd pass.
You'll pass.
Yeah.
I would not pass today. I am not the greatest shape, but here we are. It's Great North Sports. That's Dubs. I'm Armchair. The NFL blew up while we were away all week.
Yeah.
Legal tampering period opened. It is now closed. We are now officially into new league year. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So we can officially...
Deals are official today.
Deals are, as of 4 p.m. today, I believe deals are official. Or 3 p.m., something like that. Regardless.
All the releases happened today, too.
The biggest news came yesterday when things went all cattywampus. And we had a rescinding of a trade. We haven't had a rescinded trade in a long time. The Las Vegas Raiders are left holding the bag as the Baltimore Ravens have said, no thank you, to the Max Crosby deal. And then, I guess, while they were doing medicals on Max Crosby, they were also having a chat with Trey Hendrickson.
Simultaneously, yeah.
Just in case.
My wife's home, but I'm calling somebody else.
I've never seen anybody be like, I'm going to bring my wife and my side piece to dinner.
Yeah. Lou Williams.
That's sweet baby Lou Williams. Christ. That's Magic City kind of shit. That's what that is.
No, they canceled that.
I know they canceled. They won't let us have nice things.
Through a fucking fit. I know nobody wants to see fucking titties on a Tuesday night. Come on.
Nobody wants. They won't. That's why the NBA is dying. Shout out Bam Adebayo, by the way, 83 points. We don't talk about basketball, but
yeah. Well, hold on. Let's.
You want to talk about it?
That was the most phony 83-point game I've ever seen in my
7 for
life.
22 from 3.
From 3? Yeah. It's wild that he shot that many times. It's also wild that he made 7 of them.
It's
it's
like the guy
they were fouling up 25, 26, whatever it was, to like get him the ball back to take as many shots as possible is absolute nonsense. I also just realized I didn't turn my light on. Let me do that.
You should turn your light on
a little bit. Yeah, I should. I was like, man, my screen's really dark today. But yeah, that's not Kobe's 81.
No,
I'll tell you that much.
No,
Kobe had to do it. He had to come back. They were down. They needed every bit of that 81. The Heat beat the shit out of the lowly Wizards who were like trying to lose games. Also, why are you triple teaming Bam Adebayo before half court and he still got 83? That's crazy.
I hate it. I hate everything.
If I was a coach, I would not allow that to happen.
It's no good.
I'm not putting my team in a position where we could potentially allow somebody to score 80 points.
Sam Mitchell came out and said, I'm glad it's not my dumbass anymore. And I appreciate him for that. He came on the air and he was like, I'm now it's not me. I don't have to be the guy.
But it was his dumbass. Like, you still did it. You also did it. You're on the list of people that are just as dumb.
He is not the most recent. That's all. Yeah, Bam Adebayo, 83 points.
They cut away from the Celtics Spurs, which was absolutely electric, in the middle to show me Bam Adebayo score 83 points. I was like, what? I don't care about this.
That's awful.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw his field goal percentage and all whatnot. I was like, oh, okay. It wasn't real. This is a 50 piece with 36 free throws is what this was.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're going to heat check every time you go down there, you're bound to hit some shots. That's the guy that you play with that like pickup ball. That's not actually a good 3-point shooter. Just like every time coming down, heat check.
Yep.
Heat check.
Step back. Like, I'll let you step back every time, brother. I haven't seen one go through yet.
Well, I mean, you saw one. You saw 7.
Yeah. I'm talking about the guy
out
at
of
fucking
22.
at the Y.
Christ. All right, let's get back to football, which is really what we're here for. Let's talk about a little bit of goodies here. So, where do you come down on this? Because my lean on this is it doesn't feel good. It feels shady, but it's not illegal. It just
doesn't feel like crimes, but it feels like something's wrong with your morals.
You probably shouldn't have done it, but like
Yeah.
no one's going to arrest you for doing it.
No, nobody's gonna stop talking to you because of it. But
I think
oh yeah, that one time he did that really shady thing. I'm not really a fan of that.
I do wonder if league partners, like if other trading partners, are going to be a little more cautious.
I would be, but DaCosta said today at his media availability, well, she was literally just rocking like a t-shirt and jeans. It was wild. When I saw the video the first time, I was like, "Is this AI? No, that's real." Okay. But he was saying that it hasn't affected that. He's like, people are still calling my phone, so
I get it. Like, well, you can't. It's still the NFL. Like, it's the NFL. People are still going to make trades. We've had shitty owners for 100 years. It hasn't stopped anybody from making trades. Like, at all. It feels gross. It does feel like there was something like backdoor like nonsense that happened. Where it was
the explanation from him that he was like, "Oh no, we wanted to sign Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby." So you wanted two people who are aging,
and
cost
injured?
a fuck ton of money, and injured? Yeah, like that makes no sense to me. You're really gonna spend $70-something million a year, $60-something million a year on two guys that play the same position? Especially when you draft as well as the Ravens, go find one. That's what you do.
Trey doesn't fit scheme wise.
No, he doesn't. And like the fact that you overpaid as much as you did just out of the blue the second that this came out, like said that they were on the phone with Trey Hendrickson while Max Crosby was in the building, and Eric DaCosta was like, "Yeah, the plan was that we were going to have both of them." And Trey Hendrickson echoed the same thing. I don't know if the extra $5 million annually was like, "Hey, wink and a nod if you say this for me on ESPN when they ask you."
I mean, look,
I don't know. It all feels shady to me. I posted Warren Sharp's tweet this morning, and when the Trey Hendrickson deal was signed, this is exactly how I felt. I was like, "Hey, he fucking nailed it." The Ravens had buyer's remorse over trading 2 first-round picks, something they've never done before, for Max Crosby, plus his $65 million cap hits the next 2 years. They saw Trey Hendrickson's asking price fall after he couldn't agree to a deal in the first 2 days of legal tampering, which, again, they paid more than other teams were offering him. So I don't really know if that was 100% there. Of course, Crosby wasn't 100%, but they knew that already and realized they could pay less, give up 0 draft capital, and still get a star edge in Trey Hendrickson. So they used the opportunity to get out of a failed physical. A conspiracy theorist dream was what he put at the end. And it really was. For like a little while, I was like, dude, this is some of the craziest shit that's ever happened. It still is crazy, for sure. But think as the days gone on, I think it's just gotten muddier and muddier and muddier. And like Jeremy said on the show today, I don't know who his source is, but I tend to trust him when he says things like that. He said his source was with the Ravens was medical thing, 100%. Like they didn't trust that he was going to hold up for the entirety of that contract, and they backed out.
I wonder,
that sort of falls in line with the overpay for Trey Hendrickson, because you're like, well, we have to get something out of this. We expected more of this money to be gone at this position anyway. Let's just pay up for this guy. But to tell me that you were going for both of them, I think is nonsense.
I would like to know how Cleveland feels about this failed medical thing, because they probably would have liked to have failed Deshaun Watson's medical at this point, right? Can we fail medicals retroactively? Back out of those deals?
Actually, 3 years later, I'm going to need you to take this pedophile back.
It's like new. It's like new, near mint. That was probably the biggest kind of domino to fall last night. Today, we got what I can only describe as a motherfucker of a contract. Daniel Jones. No, Daniel Jones.
It's fucking Hendrickson's was too.
Trey Hendrickson was a big deal, but Danny Dimes signing for, not Dimes, 2 years, and what amounts to essentially $100 million. It's like 88, but with incentive. That's cuckoo. They paid
Also, the Colts were the closest for Trey Hendrickson, apparently.
They paid $200 million for two players, for Alec Pierce and Daniel Jones. Alec Pierce, who was best ranked as wide receiver 31 out of all the wide receivers.
Second on his team.
That was his best. That was his best ranking, his highest ranking. His career high in receptions is 46. His career high in yards was 1,006. And you gave him $112 million. I am so happy the Patriots avoided that landmine.
So happy. I kept hearing people that don't have fucking ball knowledge that are Patriots fans be like, "Yeah, we just go sign Alec Pierce." Like, why the fuck would we do that?
Why would we do that?
Why would we do that? He's never been a 1 before. He's been best as a 2. He had a solid season this year. I like Alec Pierce. He's a sneaky fantasy option. I have him in some dynasty leagues.
Not a hate on him,
player,
but he's a wide receiver 2 at best.
I wouldn't give him $20 million a year, for being 100% honest.
No.
That's probably my cap on him. To get up to 25, 30, I understand that like everything is an overpay in free agency. That's the whole thing. But that's too much money for me. And then to pair him up with Daniel Jones and then kick out your other weapon.
Yeah.
Like trading Michael Pittman, I think, is nonsense.
I didn't understand that.
You could have made an argument before any moves were made. You could make an argument that Alec Pierce is the 3rd target on that team. They spent a 1st-round pick on Tyler Warren, who looks like an absolute stud. Michael Pittman I would say he's a more proven receiver, even though I feel like he got underutilized last year. But
you got Jonathan Taylor too,
and I thought for sure they were going to let him walk. I like hearing that they were the top suitor for him is wild, and apparently he took less money to go back there. Washington was going to give him even more money than that.
That's insane to me.
Crazy. No chance would I do that.
No, thank you.
And he had all the money tied up with Daniel Jones, who's coming off injury. Like, his legs are question marks. They're shaped like them. They are metaphorical question marks like that.
None of it's good. None of it is good.
I don't like it. How does he keep getting away with this? That guy's going to have give me a fountain. I don't care if it breaks. I'll pay a guy to fix it. Like, he's going to have fixtures on that place in Indiana.
He does whatever he wants. And this is 2 teams he's convinced to give him big contracts for.
It's crazy.
For nothing. He was not good at the end of his Giants tenure, and here we are. You got some.
If you met Daniel Jones, would he just convince you to give? Like, he'd be like, you should just have half my money. You're a really good guy. Like, he's got to have some sort of magic going on.
He's definitely due. You got the other big deals pulled up there. Let's go through some of those. Kind of insane. There's a couple of big free agent ones that were signed. Tyler Linderbaum is one of them. I don't know how the Raiders are going to deal with all the cap space issues, but I think they'll.
Yeah, see, that's we can go back to the Crosby trade for a minute too. Like the Linderbaum trade apparently is what triggered them to be like, you know what, or the signing, is what triggered the Ravens supposedly to be like, yeah, no, we need to get Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson. How the fuck do those two things apply to each other? That makes no sense to me. You lost a center, so we got to spend $70 million. That's again why I think there's fuckery afoot.
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
Like, I get it. It makes sense why the Ravens would pull out. I understand that, but all of the things around it just make it look so fucking shady. I do think the Linderbaum signing is huge for them. You needed somebody that you can truly trust on that offensive line with Fernando Mendoza coming in.
It's crazy money, though.
It's huge money. You completely reset the market for that position, and any guys that are playing
$9 million
guard
a year
center coming up,
more than the last largest interior offensive lineman deal.
Is that Creed Humphrey?
Yeah, it was like $18 million for Creed Humphrey, and this is 27.
Yeah, it's a whole fuck ton of money. But Linderbaum is a monster. Those type of players do not reach free agency very often. I understand paying up for it. Totally. I'd be curious to see if that's the like. I'm guessing the Malcolm Kuntz re-signing probably would have happened anyway, but like maybe a guy like Kwity Paye or one of the linebackers isn't there if they knew they were getting Max Crosby returned to them.
Yeah.
Straight up return to sender. But I think the Raiders as a whole had a really good free agency.
They
If
look
you
good.
take the cap issues out of it, spent a fuck ton of money, but adding Tyler Linderbaum, you got 2 guys off the edge in Kuntz and Kwity Paye, 2 linebackers in the Kobe Dean and Quay Walker. Like, I think those are good moves. I like Jalen Naylor. I thought the money was a little ridiculous. It's a lot.
It's a
So
lot
I
of
guess
money
it's
for
like
Jalen Naylor.
23 million in guarantees, but like,
That's a lot of money for Jalen Naylor.
yeah, I like the guy, but I don't. Like, is he better than Trey Tucker that you have right now?
No, you have Jalen Naylor at home. I don't know why you went and got another one.
Yeah. A little bit of an odd one to me, but I love the defensive signings for them. I think that's huge. And then they re-signed Eric Stokes and got Teron Johnson from the Bills, who's consistently overperformed with them.
Yeah, I mean they did well. Obviously, my loser is the Colts. I don't like what they did. I think they
hate it.
I think they
I
overpaid
absolutely
everyone,
hate it.
and I don't get it.
I don't know what they're doing.
No,
And like, they don't even have a safety blanket of a first round pick in this loaded draft class coming up to fall back on. Like, they need to win this year, and the moves that they're making are just like, they're befuddling to me. Another deal I did not like, Odafe Owe to the Commanders. I like the fit. I think he's a solid player. I just think there was a massive overpay. When you look at it, they also signed Caleb on Chason, who,
yes.
how do you not match that? 1 year, $12 million.
I'm
You're
a little
telling me the Patriots didn't
disappointed.
like that means they didn't want him back, in my opinion.
Well,
like, that's what that says to me.
You heard what Mike Vrabel said about his coaches and his players. He's looking for new ideas, so maybe he just thought, like that was it. That was the ceiling for Chason, and he needs someone that's going to come in and push a little harder. I don't know. I
Totally
like
fair. I liked him too, and he had a career year. And I thought with Barmore and Williams in the middle, just drawing double teams constantly, that he'd be a good fit. And if that was the price tag on it, I would have been really happy if they brought him back.
Absolutely.
But I do think that the Owe trade was an overpay for Washington, simply because he's not ever really proven to be that number one guy. The Ravens, which again, the Ravens traded Owe this season.
Yes.
To potentially circle back around to him in free agency. And now you're like, well, you need to sign 2 edges. You had one. You traded him away. Why didn't you just extend Owe when you had the chance?
Because they don't like him. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. This is like his 5th team or 4 teams in 5 years or whatever.
Team, yeah.
That's a lot.
But anyway, they traded him to the Chargers. At that point, Owe had 0 sacks with the Ravens. And then by the end of the year, he finished with 10.5 through 13 games. He had a 3-sack game against the Patriots in the playoffs. But he had guys like Khalil Mack and Tui Peloto in front of him. I think he's a solid number 2 guy. Maybe if you pair 2 2s together with Chason and him, it can be a number 1, but paying $100 million over 4 years to that guy just seems massive.
That's a lot.
To me. Same ilk, Jalen Phillips to the Panthers, 4 for 120. Same thing, except you add in injury concerns.
Yeah, he's not as healthy.
I think he can be a number 1 rusher for a team.
Sure.
But again, the injury issues concern me. I think they're Jeremy and Tank were talking about it. I think they said he played something like 27 games over the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
That's not enough for me to give you 120 million. But on the flip side of that, the Panthers also had one of my favorite contracts in free agency for Devin Lloyd. I thought that was a great deal. And they brought Isaiah Simmons back to kind of move around him.
I think they did well. Unit. Panthers did fine. I don't think they had a bad one. You want to talk about the
Titans? The Titans fucking bought an entire defense, dude.
I like the Titans. I don't love all. I
do
money.
what I don't. Yeah.
I do you want to talk quarterback first? You want to talk a little bit of Tua turn the ball over?
I don't care about him. I think it's funny that they have 2 lefties and they're just like, well, fuck it.
Neither of them can stay healthy, but they have 2 lefties.
The best part of the Tua signing was just all the memes.
4-time team captain, Tua Tagovailoa. 4-time team captain is on your thanks for playing with us. Yeah. It's not been a good run.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel for that one.
What can we put on this? I don't know. He was team captain for 4 years. Great. Let's do that. 1-time Pro Bowler. Just for context, Shedeur Sanders, also a 1-time Pro Bowler. So,
the other 2 deals I had down here that stuck out to me as bad was Malik Willis. 3 years, $67.5 million to go to the Dolphins. I understand he was going to get money to go start somewhere.
Yes.
But to like Miami is just another example of like, what are you guys doing?
Why would we do this?
What's the plan? Why would you not just tank completely? Why give this guy 67 million over 3 years? It's 45 guaranteed, which like, I mean, that's less than Daniel Jones, but it's, you need to lose. Just start Quinn Ewers for a year and fucking take the loss. There's nothing around him. He's not going to succeed. And then you're just going to taint him just like the Titans did. And he's going to come out of this deal just looking to be a backup somewhere again. It makes no sense to me, like really for either party.
As a Patriots fan, I am very happy to see Malik Willis
Feed it to me
2 times a year. He is going to run all over us, though, unless we figure that out.
He'll probably beat us once this year because it's the Dolphins. That's what happens.
Yes, it is. Do you want to talk about our Patriots? A couple of minor moves and a decent one in Romeo
I thought
Dobbs.
they did well. They're on my list of winners.
Romeo Dobbs, you like?
I do. I like the player. The money looks like a bit much to me, but when you kind of dig into it more, it's pretty on brand.
It's fine given the market.
Obviously more than I'd like to pay, but yeah, the market is what it is. Would I want 1 year of Mike Evans compared to 1 year of Romeo Dobbs? If you're telling me they're both 100% healthy, yeah, of course I would. They're pretty much in the same ballpark. The benefit there for the Patriots is that Dobbs is only 25 years old.
Yeah.
He's had just coming off a career year. We know what the target share in Green Bay has been like. It's streaky to say the least.
He's got great hands, man.
He's got great hands. He's been really solid in the red zone for them, which it was our biggest downfall, especially in the receiver room last year. There's really nobody they could rely on in the end zone other than Diggs and Henry, and they were inconsistent at best. I think the ceiling on it is really high. But the notion that I could be staring at the Guardian cap, just the biggest helmet on the team, eating a fuck ton of money and doing nothing or getting hurt scares me a little bit. But I do really like the player, and I think it's going to benefit us big time. He's not the flashy number one that you want, but I think he can slide in sort of like how Brandon Cooks did when Brady was here.
Do you think they're out on A.J. Brown now? Because everybody's been saying, oh, now they're out on A.J. Brown, and I don't see that.
I do. I think they're out.
I don't.
You tell me how they're not, I'll listen, but I don't.
Well, they're not.
It's also not going to happen until after June because the
Correct.
dead cap on Philly is so fucking great. That's been the issue the whole time with A.J. Brown is that the Eagles don't want to give him up right now because they eat a dramatic amount of money. If that was the case, they're going to try to get a deal that is absolutely egregious for a team to agree to ship him out now, eat the money. I think they're going to come back in June with a much lower price tag and people will take another shot at it.
I don't want to give up what they're asking for.
No shot.
The 2026, like if you told me we gave up 31 and 26 and a third in 2027, I'm actually okay with that. 27 is it's a better draft. But if you tell me
I'm not giving you a first in 27,
no shot. You can forget about that. It's not happening. So
I would give you 31 this year, but that's where the problem lies. Because Philly won't, that's not enough for them to pay the extra dead cap hit.
Well,
and that's why talk stalled out. Like you can,
I guess they can, kick rocks. Kevin Byard, you like this? Good safety. Good safety over the top.
Huge. I like Jalen Hawkins.
Secondary.
I liked the Cal connection with him and Woodson back there, but this is an upgrade. You can't tell me it's not.
Little KJ Britt, linebacker help. He's a depth guy. He's not going to be he's not flashy, but he's good enough.
I still want to draft one.
Julian Hill, which everybody laughed at, clearly don't understand what Julian Hill's role in the offense is.
Blocking tight end.
He's a blocking tight end, yes. And why do we need a blocking tight end, everyone? To keep Drake May upright. We don't have one, and you're not going to draft one. How do you feel about the AVT deal, the Elijah Vera Tucker deal? Because that was the one that I think everybody was like, first of all, it was rumored that he was going to New York, which was hilarious because he didn't say that. And then he was like, nah, I'm going to New England. I like the money, but again, it's a guy that hasn't been particularly healthy.
at all.
Yeah.
He's played less games than Jalen Phillips over that 3-year span.
Yes.
When he's on the field, he's solid. I like the player. Hopefully he can get right body wise, but it feels like something that we're gonna have to address in like week 5 or 6, and then you're back to where you were last year. That being said, I don't think you broke the bank for him. 3 years, 42 mil, 21 guaranteed. Like that's, I'll take him on that money. Because if it works out, that's one of the best signings of free agency, in my opinion. I'm just not super confident that's going to be the case. Also, that's the Patriots signaling to you that they are, in fact, comfortable with Will Campbell at left tackle.
Yeah. Can we talk about the Cowboys' 2 trades this evening?
Odigizua?
Well, they traded Solomon Thomas to the Titans as well.
Yeah, Salah got his boy back.
And Odigizua is also gone for a third. What is Jerry doing here?
It feels like something's coming.
That's 2 D linemen gone.
And they traded for Rashawn Gary.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. What are we doing here? I don't actually hate any of the deals. They're fine. They're okay.
Jerry got off the kid's phone. He's on the real phone. The Cowboys brass is rushing to his house right now. Like, no. That's the wrong phone, Jerry. Put that down. Those are real moves you're making.
I like the player fit of ETN in New Orleans.
Oh, the Saints did awesome, especially for being handcuffed by the cap. I didn't know they had that money.
I'm really curious to see what they do with. They got Edwards as well, didn't they?
Yeah,
that's a solid pickup
too. That like escalates to help them with the cap. It's like 8 mil, then 12, then 16 or something.
Yeah,
like it goes up every single year by a good chunk. But I thought they did awesome in free agency.
They had a great free agency. I'm curious what they do with Kamara. They'll probably trade him.
It doesn't matter now because you have ETN.
Yeah.
It seems like a hat on the hat when you're like, okay, ETN and Kamara basically do the same thing, but it doesn't let you get screwed over by Kamara. If he's not what he's supposed to be anymore, then you're good. Like I thought it was a really solid deal. Yeah, I'm shocked the Jags didn't do more to keep him. Like the Jags are doing nothing. Like poke them with a stick, they're dead.
They got nothing.
Completely silent. Them, Denver, Philly to a point so far. They did get Reek Woolen. I like that move too. 1-year deal.
It's a nothing deal. It's fine. 1-year deals don't mean anything.
Nothing.
If you told me you signed a 1-year deal, I'm fine with it. It doesn't matter what the money is. It's so insignificant.
Browns completely rebuilt the O-line.
Yeah, they're trying things for once. Yeah. I mean, it was a very busy
job.
Very busy legal tampering period. Who do you have as your losers for the legal tampering / new league year at this point?
I kind of just listed them. Colts won, Jags are up there, Broncos I think are up there. The Commanders to an extent. I think they've done a good job at filling in positions of need, specifically D-line, because they were horrible on the pass rush last year. Could you believe it? They traded away all of their D-line and won the offseason and then couldn't get to the passer.
Interesting, yeah.
We said that last year
sure did.
With the Commanders. We were like, hey, I don't know what they're doing. They're up there for me as a loss because they missed out on a lot of the big deals that they were trying to sign. And there was a couple of them that they apparently outbid a team and they still didn't land the free agent. It's like for an upcoming team with a young quarterback that was in the NFC Championship 2 years ago, that is kind of weird to me.
It's concerning, isn't it?
A little bit.
We did get our release of Kirk O'Chains today, and
Kyler
and Brandon Ayuk.
I want no part of Brandon Ayuk. I don't know what team is going to take a chance on him.
I wanted Brandon Ayuk 3 years ago.
Yeah, same.
When he could still play football and wasn't like filled with electrical substation.
I have him on a dynasty team.
I do as well.
Like, I'm potentially thinking of doing a Niners and just cutting him. But like, I can't. He's a head case. I don't want him on this roster.
I might have to. I got to find out where he lands first.
Yeah, for sure.
I just got to find out where he lands.
I thought a winner. I thought the Chiefs had a sneaky, really good
K9
free agency class.
Jeez.
K9 deal is fucking scary. I want no part of seeing the Chiefs. We play them next year too. Yeah. Kyrus Tonga, who was
I love
fantastic
Tonga
for the
so. We love
Patriots
Tonga.
this
You know,
year.
we're big Tonga fans here.
100%, 14 mil guaranteed with the Chiefs. I thought that was a good deal. And Alohi Gilman, whom I'm a big fan of, also ended up with the Chiefs. He was fantastic with the Chargers, traded to the Ravens. I thought he played really well there. He had that one pick six from Kyle Van Noy to the pitch back to him.
Yes.
What up, Welch?
Yeah, it was
Rams too. I thought the Rams did good, taking the Chiefs secondary, which was pretty much the best part of their defense last year.
Rams had a good one. Seattle keeps Shaheed, which we like. Didn't do a whole lot else, I don't think.
Nope, really nothing. Giants, I thought too, even though they're basically just becoming the New Jersey Ravens.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought the Tremaine Edmonds signing was pretty solid for them. I like Isaiah Likely there. Yeah. I think that's a good fit.
Likely was the one that we were talking about during the mock drafts for why they would draft Kenyon Sadiq. And then they, instead of going Kenyon Sadiq, they just got the Isaiah Likely, like actual Isaiah Likely. Instead of that.
Now they're going to take Jeremiah Love.
Well, maybe they are. Someone's got to.
I don't know. The Titans.
I don't know who it is. It's probably the Titans.
I thought he was going to fall to the Saints, and then they signed ETN. So it was like, okay, well, that's not happening. Same thing with the Chiefs.
It started with the Chiefs. It was going to be, all right, it's going to be the Chiefs because we're going to have that. And then they're like, no, we got Kenny Walker. And it's like, all right, well, it's not the Chiefs. It's like, well, then the Saints. And they're like, ETN. It's like, never mind.
Keep going up the ladder.
Who's next? It's not Cleveland because they've got Judkins. It's not at one because that would be the most Raider thing to do, though.
They would never.
No.
They just did it and it backfired.
It would be hilarious if they drafted a running back first overall after drafting.
I'm also not out on Genty. That line was so fucking bad.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see how it all plays out. Any other deals you want to cover on the free agents / legal tampering before we get into we got to talk World Baseball Classic and a little bit of puck, just a little.
Definitely. I think Trey Hendrickson's agent got vindicated today. I mean, that guy's had a tumultuous few months with all the drama with the Bengals, and then the market wasn't exactly where they thought it would be when they finally got to free agency, and the Ravens swooped in last second. We're like, nah, fuck it. We'll give you what we wanted the whole time. That guy fucking unloaded the clip, crumpled up the note, ChatGPT'd how to get 1 billion aspirin out of his system. He was like, oh my God, pop the champagne. We're back.
We're all the way back, baby.
We're all the way back.
I liked it. It's been a lot of fun. We still have a lot of dominoes to drop. We still have some quarterbacks that haven't found homes yet. They will likely find homes in the coming days.
Minnesota. How about Geno?
Oh, Geno back home.
He gets to beat the shit out of Geno twice a year. I fucking love that. I love that for us. It's super poetic that he died with the Jets, left, was reborn, and then we're sloping downward. Got absolutely diddled with the fucking Raiders last year, and now we're going to die in New York again. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
I saw the meme that was President Bush getting told about the towers, and it says, a second Geno has hit New York. And it made me laugh a lot. Yeah, I mean, look, Jack says the Raiders are the living version of that meme. Says never let them know your next move. Correct.
The Raiders didn't know their next move. They didn't know Max Crosby was coming back to them.
I'm sure Tom Brady was not happy to see that.
No, that meme of you posted in Discord was funny as fuck.
It's I mean, it's a very niche. Are you into Game of Thrones and sports? Because you'll love this. but it was so on point. I loved it. It might be my best work. I want him to know it was me. Everybody's saying it's Jerry. I don't think it's Jerry. There was a lot of talk about they weren't going to trade Max to the Patriots because he doesn't want to give him
Jerry's doctor's involved, which is odd.
It's a little odd. I mean, he's going to live to $1 billion. So
apparently they're out now too. Like the doctor was present for all of the physical shit, and was like, nope, we're good.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Also, do the teams have different thresholds of what is considered?
They totally do.
A red flag, of course. I mean, they do normally, but how far off are the Raiders and Ravens in terms?
It's got to be pretty far off. It's got to be far off. All right, let's talk a little baseball. You
Mark
may be,
DeRosa, you fucking clown.
you may be saved. You may be saved. Because at present, I
I
believe
know the game's not loading for me. I was trying to get it going.
I will get you. I'll get you your scores. It is 6-0 Italy in the
Oh,
top of the
massive.
sixth.
Mark DeRosa somewhere just absolutely fucking sweating it out, even though it's 6-0.
Pasquantino, Birdie, Nori, Marcy, and another Pasquantino bomb. Vinny Pass single-handedly putting the
Italians are out here hitting fucking rockets. I also like that not like one of their players is actually from Italy. It's mostly just Italian.
it's just Italian Americans. It's just the entire state of New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of guys from New Jersey with a gabagool shirts on, eating their Italian beefs from Chicago. They're just hanging out. That's all they're doing. God, what was he thinking, Mark DeRosa?
I don't know. I have what he said though.
Oh, let's get it out there. What did Mark DeRosa say?
So following the United States 8-6 loss to Italy on Tuesday night, among the biggest upsets in the 20-year history of the WBC, manager Mark DeRosa said he misspoke earlier in the day when he said Team USA had advanced to the tournament's knockout round. An appearance Tuesday morning with Matt Vasgersian, fucking love that guy, and Harold Reynolds on Hot Stove on MLB Network, where DeRosa works as an analyst. He said of the game against Italy, quote, "We want to win this game even though our tickets punched to the quarterfinals." That's a direct quote.
Jabril.
It was, in fact, not punched to the quarterfinals. There was no ticket punching. Now it's all up to Italy versus Mexico, which apparently is going in our favor, thankfully. But just every action that he made throughout the game was that of a man who thought this was over.
Yeah.
Why is Paul Goldschmidt starting when he cannot touch righties anymore? Why is Nolan McLean starting against an all-lefty lineup when Tariq Skubal is also on the roster? I know he said he was only pitching one. Save him for this one. You knew this was on your schedule. Why is Clayton Kershaw warming up to close the game when Mason Miller hasn't been used yet? Why did nobody else know the rules and just follow this fucking idiot blindly through the trenches? Like, have you ever been in a room with 25, 30 people and you've said something and everyone's completely agreed with it? Like everyone has, so there's always going to be some sort of dissenting opinion. You say the sky's blue, somebody's going to have an issue with it.
So
every single player is just like, yeah, we made it. We're done. Nobody fucking Googled and was like, oh, hey, actually Google says that we are not, in fact, having tickets punched.
Italy is currently winning. So is the DR over Venezuela. They're in the bottom of the second. Canada punched their ticket to the corners as the winner of Group A by beating Cuba on the back of Abraham Toro, noted Brewers legend, and the brothers Naylor, Josh and Bo. Cal Quantrill.
Brothers Naylor. Have you seen that account on Twitter? It's Westeros Central.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So tomorrow we've got the winner of Pool D, which is the group with Venezuela, the DR. Who else is in there? Israel, the Netherlands, and Nicaragua. So it'll be either Venezuela or the Dominican Republic.
This whole DeRosa shit is probably going to get forgotten about because it seems like we're going to make the quarterfinals anyway. But, like, how do you go back to work and be like, yeah, I'm an analyst when you don't know the fucking rules of the game that you're coaching in for a national team? It's not like this is a fucking high school game.
I just want to point out, though,
the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq were like, actually, we're already going. We made the finals already, so we're just going to play fucking Robert Horry 40 minutes a night leading up to it. Like, it's nonsense.
This is absolutely insane because right now, as it stands, the Pool B winner gets Puerto Rico. That would be Italy. The Pool B runner-up is the Americans, and you would get Canada.
That's fine.
That's hilarious to me. The Pool D runner-up gets Japan, and we'll get dummied. And then we play quarterfinal winners, and then, yeah, game over.
We also still almost came back last night, despite horrific managerial decisions.
Horrific.
Came down to Aaron Judge, and could you believe it? He fucked it up.
Yeah. Welch asked, what are they putting in that espresso? Steroids. It's steroids. It's just HGH. Just straight HGH into the espresso. Nothing but, what's in the bowl. That's it. I love the Italians. I love the World Baseball Classic. Not getting enough attention, to be honest with you. It's hard because it's like right in the middle of like
Red
NFL.
Sox have been the best team. They're the
NFL.
best team in the fucking World
You
Baseball
guys are
Classic.
doing great. The
Yoshida's on
NFL.
his 1945. He's got multiple bombs for Japan. Jaron Duran's got 6 homers this spring, 4 off lefties. It's been fantastic. Roman Anthony's starting for the USA every day. Had that absolute bomb to the second deck.
Yeah, it's been
Weissert
great.
struck out Judge to end it. Bayo 7 Ks. I can literally just keep going.
I'm very happy for you.
They're killing it. They're going to make me believe.
Ernie is playing well for Team USA. He's a dog. We also have, of course, my guy Vladdy, who's crushing. So, I mean, he is. He's hitting bombs. It's not getting the attention because, of course, we have NHL playoff run right now. We're sub 20 games to the end of the season. We have whoever still watches basketball. That's still happening. I don't know why you're doing it, but
Celtics.
you do. Yeah, I know you watch the Celtics. And then we have NFL free agency, which garners so much attention. It's getting lost in the mix. World Baseball Classic.
March Madness is right on the horizon.
Right on. We'll get deep into March Madness. Let's talk a little bit of puck. We had the trade deadline for the NHL, but you wouldn't really know it. Nothing crazy happened. We didn't get any big there was no shakeups that were like
super boring. I think
over.
Not a whole lot happened. I think there's not a whole lot of big impacts. Did not really change anything. I didn't see a team that I didn't already have penciled into at least a conference finals appearance where I was like, oh wow, they really turned the tides. It was a boring day. There was no moves like last year. There's no Marchand at the bell. 7 minutes past the deadline. There's none of that.
No, it was kind of boring. There is a definitive Stanley Cup runaway favorite at this point, though.
It's the Avalanche. It's been the Avalanche all year, and I think they had one of the better deadlines out of anybody.
So current Eastern Conference. Well, let's do standings just quickly, just so everybody knows where everybody's at. We'll do Western Conference first. Colorado is leading the way, with Dallas and Minnesota behind them. Anaheim is leading the Pacific.
Didn't do enough to catch them.
No, Dallas is they're good, but they needed to do more, and Minnesota did nothing.
They got a Foligno.
They had a Foligno
in the year of our Lord 2026.
Now they have 2 Folignos for what?
When I saw that trade, I was like, this was news 6 years ago.
Yeah. The Ducks, Oilers, and Golden Knights are all in the Pacific, and the Mammoth and the Kraken, which is hilarious to me, are in.
I like the Carlson trade.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was a solid trade for Anaheim. They needed that. But again, I don't think that puts them over the edge. I still think they're a team that's just going to show up in the playoffs and end up getting some much needed experience, but not really make any noise.
67 points in the Pacific gets you in the wild card or in the Western Conference. 67 points in the Eastern Conference puts you between Philadelphia and Florida, which is like mid-pack of the out of the playoffs.
New band name?
Yeah.
Between Philadelphia and Florida?
Yes. We play shoegaze punk rock. I like what Buffalo's doing right now. I know that you're on the Avs. I don't know if Buffalo's got enough.
I like Buffalo too.
Buffalo. I think they're going against the Lightning. Want to talk about?
It was awesome. I hope that's your ECF.
It probably should.
That'd be ideal. It should be. I think those are probably the 2 best teams, and it might just because of recency bias with Buffalo, because they've been so hot lately. I mean, the difference between we did the power rankings for the break during the Olympics, and I had them just outside the top 10, but I was like, they're hot. They're right there. And now a couple weeks later, they just haven't cooled off, and I think they're probably right there with the Lightning for the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I'm happy for them because they deserve it. They've had a lot of bad luck and bad management, and they're finally good. So I feel good for the guys that are still there. Like Jack Eichel had to leave to get his Stanley Cup. So there's a lot of fun. They're also just a fun team to watch. They're plucky and they're fast, and they don't have any goaltending.
I love Tage.
Tage Thompson's a dog. They're just
wicked dog.
They're a fun team. My Habs are still in the mix. Currently losing to the Ottawa Senators. They can go fuck themselves.
Still a travesty that Cole Caulfield wasn't on Team USA.
I don't understand. I mean, you won anyway,
Makes
so it
no
doesn't
sense.
matter, but it's dumb.
He's
Dumb.
first or second in so many stats.
Yes. Yeah, he's been unbelievable. He's not feeling the greatest. I don't know if he's playing tonight. He may be out. Just a minor illness thing, but they beat Toronto last night, which makes me feel good about everything. And then they play Ottawa tonight, which is actually an important game, and they're currently losing. But they haven't had they've had 1 3-game losing streak all season long, which is just like, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. In an 82-game season, it is difficult to not lose more than 3, more than once. You will do it, usually. Sometimes by mistake. It just happens. They've been the model of consistency. I think they can maybe take a step. I still don't think they have everything to compete for the cup, though. Like, I don't see them beating Colorado. I don't see them beating Tampa. I see them being plucky with Buffalo, but
I just can't see anybody beating Colorado in the 7-game series unless something absolutely drastic happens. And they got Kadri back, and they got Nicholas Roy.
I love the Kadri deal.
I think both of those moves are huge. And then Kadri helps you on your power play, plus it gives you a little bit of an edge because, he's a pest.
He sure
is.
And
then Nicholas Roy is a solid defensive center. He can give you a little bit of more help on your PK. They probably have the best center depth in the entire NHL now.
Yeah. Shout out Nazem Kadri for going back to where he was his most successful.
Yeah.
Good for him. Calgary did right by him.
The back end of that deal is going to be shitty because Calgary gave him a fuck ton of money. But
yeah.
It's all right.
It is what it is.
They don't care about that.
You got anything you want to throw in here before we get to a Stone story and get out and I go collapse in my bed?
Yeah, I'm sure you're barely hanging on right now. I want Charlie McAvoy to stop getting his teeth knocked out.
Why does he get hit in the face so much?
He's an absolute puck magnet. The guy just puts his body on the line every single night.
But it's always his face.
It's always his face. It's the 4th time the series had like something wrong with his face because he got hit by either a human or a puck.
Charlie, listen to me. Stop getting hit in the face. It's dumb. Don't do that.
Unless you're protecting the goal with an open net in the Olympics, then you can.
And it's all right.
But yeah, I pray for that guy's teeth. Last night they're doing the media at the end of the game, and he's like, "I need to get out of here. Keep it quick. Keep it quick.
You all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, whatever.
I need to go back to the dentist."
Yeah, what a guy.
Love that guy. Just skim through. I know F1 race was boring.
I like some of it. It'll take some getting used to, but I like it.
I missed the RS.
I like that. The last lap thing could be spicy and when everybody catches up.
Yeah, but nobody's there. Mercedes just ran around everybody.
Correct.
Ferrari's
a lot closer.
Yeah, they are. I said that too last week. I was like, I think they're probably the second there, and Red Bull is going to be close just because of Max.
Max is a demon.
Hadjar was decent too.
He was good. He was probably the best second they've had since Danny Rick.
In one race. We thought the same thing about Liam Lawson the first time.
Totally fair. Just give me more.
Out there.
I like it.
And if Max qualifies without crashing, I think it's a totally different race because he made up like 15 fucking spots.
Yes, I agree. I think that it gets a more difficult and more entertaining race when Max is in the mix.
I also feel for Piastri crashing like before the race even started.
Home race. Bye.
Yeah. Tough.
That's not fun.
That was tough.
Yeah.
I also, for some reason, thought the race was on at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
No, it was 11 at night.
I missed the first 20 laps because I was up. I was chilling. I was just gonna wait and watch the thing at 4 or 5 in the morning whenever it was on. But
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's on right now. I'm fucking missing it. But anyway, just Stone story. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This is the one you sent me.
Oh,
it's actually right in my neck of the woods, funny enough. A Fitchburg man and former Quincy official pled guilty today. I'm just going to say today. It was Monday, March 9th, in federal court in Boston to a scheme to embezzle funds from the city of Quincy, Mass. Thomas Claspy, 61, pled guilty to embezzlement, mail and wire fraud, and interstate transportation of stolen property. Clasby was the director of the Quincy Department of Elder Services between 1999 and April 2024. It's a 25-year career. That's a long
It's
time.
a long time.
It's only eclipsed by like Yager, who I actually saw. Yager's done. He's hanging him up.
Finally.
He said it would be physically impossible for him to play another season, which means like he's going to die. He might not make it another year because I assume that was when he was going to play hockey until. But he was using the city's purchasing process to pay personal expenses and generate cash for himself. For example, Class B arranged for the city to pay $89.50 to a music studio to produce recordings of Class B singing songs, which I need to get my hands on that tape song. Was he just singing out? Like, was he good?
He's
what
like,
kind of songs were they?
Was it
just
I need it for my SoundCloud, man. I need
yeah. Was it like Kanye scoopty poop bullshit? Like I need to know. $2,200 to food service vendors for 153 pounds of bourbon steak tips.
This is my favorite.
I also need to know how many of those he got through. Did he eat all 153 pounds of steak tips?
That's my favorite one. There's two that are my favorite here. I love this one.
That's not the first thing you expense when you're doing these things. No, like he probably did either of those things, honestly. Like he was probably keeping it small at first. He's like doing shit that nobody notices. I was thinking of that first scene of the league where they're negotiating the first overall pick in front of the fucking dude that they're trying to put in jail.
Yeah.
And Ruxin's like, you just cost me Adrian Peterson. It's like, I stole a candy bar last week. Keep it small. Like this guy probably started that way. And then once he was getting away with it for so long, he's like, fuck it. Give me 150 pounds of steak tips. I want to eat like a king. I want to record a Christmas album. That's fucking $9,000 right there. It's probably when it cost me $5,000. I'll pocket the rest. $4,800 for a Toyota Prius. $1,658 for a signature lacquered, mounted, and framed self-portrait, all of which were personal expenses. You don't fucking say, article. Having a self-portrait of yourself hung up in your house shows me exactly what type of guy this was. You could have told me that was the only thing that he bought with all of this money, and I would have been like, okay, I got it. Yeah, piece of shit.
Understood. Yeah. Also, can I
not
point
him
out,
and his family, not him and his kids, just me, the fucking man.
This guy gets himself a self-portrait, buys bourbon steak tips, records his Christmas album, but then he's like, you know what? We'll keep it.
I get.
We'll keep it modest. Let's get a Prius. We're not going luxury vehicle here. We got to be good for the environment.
If I get a Lamborghini, they're gonna know.
Yeah, I gotta look. I support. We got to go green here. I got to buy an EV.
He did that post Venezuela kidnapping.
Absolutely.
It's like, man, the oil prices weren't affected at all. That is bullshit. I'm getting a Prius.
Unbelievable.
We just got a bunch of oil. What'd we do with it?
I laughed so hard when I saw that. 153 pounds of bourbon steak tips.
A specific number, too. It reminds me of the Tim Robinson, like 55 burgers, 55 fries.
Yes.
Class B arranged for the city to pay over $38,000 to a New York consulting company owned by his buddy. The consulting company never provided goods or services to any city department. By the way, this is all money that should have been going towards the elderly. Which is like
he's a real piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit.
For 25 years. Starting in June 2021, Class B stole the majority of cash receipts generated by elder services at the Kennedy Center in Quincy. That's like, he was keeping it small. Then by 2021, he's taking $250,000. I was like, this guy's out of his fucking mind. Sentence could cause 20 years in prison.
Deserved. He deserves all of it.
Probably stay there the rest of your life.
No bourbon steak tips in prison.
It said he's from Fitchburg. This is probably like the 100th worst thing somebody from Fitchburg has done this year, like since January. So you know what? It is what it is. They got him.
It's rare that I get a good Stone story for you, but I had to send that one to you because it was just too good. Steak tips and a Prius. And
also the one I was gonna use was not only proven false, but Jeremy and Tank talked about it as well. So I was like, that's out.
We can't do that. We don't duplicate if we can avoid it. That's gonna do it for us. I'm gonna go die. Not actually. I'm gonna go pass out in my bed, and maybe the Habs come back. Maybe
Trey Hendricks's agent yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go die. All right. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thanks, man. I hope I feel better too. We'll be back next week Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on all these socials. I will have all of the, I'm reposting all of our Combine media avails on YouTube, so you can watch them there if you don't follow us on Instagram. So go check those out. Make sure you give them a like, and we'll see you guys next week.